As a seller in today's market, you want your buyer to waive their appraisal contingency. Why? Stay tuned. You're a seller and a buyer comes in and waives their appraisal contingency. What does that mean? Well, let's first talk about an appraisal contingency. There are contingencies in a purchase contract that allows a buyer to cancel. An appraisal contingency is one of the 3 contingencies that a buyer puts in that allows them to cancel and get their earnest deposit money back. What is an appraisal? An appraisal is the value of your home. So a bank calls an appraiser out. They evaluate your home based on comps, based on your upgrades, based on location, and they give your home a value, and therefore the bank can give you a loan based on the appraised value. Well, we all know what's going on in the market right now. The market is moving very quickly. So what's happening is an appraiser cannot forecast the appraised value. An appraiser can only go on what happened in the last 6 months. So the new comp or the new home that's sold will now be a new appraised value. So if you're a seller and you're getting multiple offers and you're getting a great price for your home, chances are the appraisal might not come in. So as a seller, it's pretty important that a buyer waives this contingency because that means a couple things. One, if they're a cash offer, first of all, they don't need an appraisal. So you love cash offers. The question is whether you're going to get your price or whether the buyer is going to give you a lower price because they think they're cash and that they don't need to give you that price because you don't need to take that risk. So pretty important to see that, but a cash buyer does not need appraisal. 2, you want to make sure that the buyer has enough funds in case the appraisal doesn't come in. Because remember what I said, the bank will only give you a loan based on the appraised value. So what happens is the buyer needs to make up the difference. So you want to make sure you get proof of funds so that a buyer has enough funds to make up the difference in case the appraisal doesn't come in. Really important. Now, you're a buyer. How can you compete? So there are lenders that will cross-qualify you, take you through underwriting, and make sure that you have enough funds. You want to be able to compete. So it's pretty important right now in this market that as a seller, you want to make sure that you don't take a buyer with an appraisal, and 2, if you're a buyer, you want to try to waive that appraisal contingency because that's what's happening in this kind of market. So appraisal contingency, very important contingency, very important to understand. Make sure your realtor explains to you what the appraisal contingency means.